So what's the get down?
Hip hop culture lifestyle show. Right here on What's the Get Down, we have what is known as an assassin. And he's been an assassin for many years, a lyrical assassin. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and have a discussion with the man himself on What's the Get Down. Welcome Mr. Kass himself.
Thanks for having me.
The true assassin, the true lyrical assassin.
Assassination, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Razzmatazz. All right. So this is what I wanted to go ahead and talk to, because me and you, we talk about this a lot, but I really think the people should hear it.
Okay.
So everybody gets West Coast hip hop confused with gangster rap or
Right.
just the Bay.
Right.
Or even, you know what I'm saying, me down south in Dago or something like that. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about this West Coast hip hop. What's West Coast hip hop?
It's kind of this nebulous thing that formed. I would say it really got its roots in the housing era. That's what we call the dancing, like, you know, the b-boying. We call it housing out here for some reason. I wanted to rhyme already. But I started from the housing days, and then obviously we had our pioneers, the Ice-T's and the Everlast and all these other brothers that was coming out. But our take on it was a lot. I think the home of it was kind of Unity, but it had existed before. Rest in peace, Bigger B, and shouts Orlando. They provided us with a venue and like something that was really b-boy 90s era culture in real time, and so there was that kind of a beeline where some things were like gangster, some people were a little more obviously you had mainstream stuff, so in that time period you'd have your people that were being a little more hammer, whatever, that it was that a little more commercial, and then there was these kids that kind of rolled this, and then there was like the far side-ish, a little more. Man, I can't think of the right word for it. And there's no disrespect. It was just all these little splinters of interpretation. A little more, hippie, flower power, nicer. Right. And then you had like the Us, which was, the badasses and the freestyle fellowships where dudes is about skills and lyrical, but half these fools is gangbanging. Like hip hop has just pulled them out of the hood because they have a new passion, but they really from the jungles or really from, their neighborhood, and that's kind of what brought us together, was that love for the real hip hop culture. Or 90s aesthetic b-boy lyrics, not overly stereotypical to G-funk beats.
But
we were fighting.
That all of these dudes are from somewhere, they really gang, but they lyrical cats. So how does that work out as far as, you guys didn't rap gangster?
And that was the ironic part. So it kind of would sometimes play out where it felt almost as if the gangster rappers were doing a parody of these lyrical dudes that didn't want to promote that.
Right.
That was trying to find a better way and a positive expression, but not too positive. So everybody was lyrical, but still kind of tripping in the rhymes and still get beat up in the club, all that. So we were that weird middle, and like Freestyle Fellowship, dudes was active, so, and man, it's just crazy to me. Like, like even with my music, I grew up in a certain neighborhood, went to juvenile hall, YA. Overly, I wasn't trying to promote that. That wasn't my sale. I was trying to talk about doing better than I felt like to a certain degree everybody kept having the same narrative. Oh, boy from the hood, it's hard in the hood.
Yeah.
Growing up in the hood was hard. And the homie like me, and then the chick 6'4". I'm like, bro, like, I get it. We all been there, done that. Right? You know, like, tell me how to get out of that. You know, give me some inspiration. You know, and what it was is my homie said it to me one time. He was like, but, you know, me as a New Yorker, that's what the dude, he's from New York, I'm from LA. But clearly. You see this taco on this motherfucker? Yeah, but you know, that stigma and stereotype, that trope, the G-Funk, the Jerry Curl, the 6'4" hopping, white people bought that shit like pancakes. And then other black people from around them. So my New York homeboy once said, and this was like fast forward in like 2005, he's like, I like to believe it's like that. It's just I'm fascinated by it. It looks, you know, it looks well on the screen, and I don't want to believe that people talk like you and dress regular. Because, so just imagine when a black dude from New York is saying that, what these, you know, Europeans, these people that buy into it, like, yeah, we're all like that. And obviously when a company's making a lot of money from selling that, they're pretty resistant to not selling that. Right, they're just like, no, this makes us a lot of money, so do that, or we don't really want to deal with you. So yeah, man, that was the journey of it, man. You know, some people made it through. It destroyed some people. You know, some very talented people never really got the opportunities because the labels were completely closed mind. I would say, you know, the Will.I.Ams, like, you know, when you think of Will.I.Am, people think of Black Eyed Peas, but Eazy-E signed them, so they were at Band Clan. They was on some hip hop shit, signed to Ruthless first. And
a lot of people don't know that Will can bar up like real.
Yeah, he can rhyme, and you know, the only difference was I had a white girl. So a whole lot of different kind of records. So I ain't mad at it.
So let me ask you that. All right, so you be talking about Will.I.Am. All right, so what about your other, you know, gangsta MCs and everything like that? Because I know you did, you know, some of their music. Yeah, man. You'll lay some verses. So we're not making it sound like that, but we hip hop heads. So you'll lay a joint with Will.I.Am, but do you feel that the joint that you lay over here with the gangsta rap, you feel it's at the same level? Yeah, man. I mean, I grew up and I could talk the talk. I had to walk the walk. Yeah. So, you know, it's just, look, man, I've never said I gangbang, not in a record, and not in the streets. Right. I never said I sold dope. I said my cousin and my homies do. So I just try to keep it honest to myself. You know, I have possibly said I'll shoot you. I have tried. So I talk about shit that I'm relegated to doing. And so, you know, and honestly, you know, being gangster ain't, at its finest, being gangster is just the code of the streets. Yes, sir. Mind your own business. Yes, sir. Don't fuck with nobody. Don't let nobody walk over you. You know, handle your business, you know, and get your money. Yes, sir. Don't, in general, I'm not homophobic, but it's not a big thing to be sucking on niggas' dicks. So that there's some gender, there's some gender shit about it and all that. So, you know, for me, that's easy. That's the code I was taught. You know, my father didn't teach me this shit. The homies did, growing up in Watts. So, I mean, for me, it's second nature to mind my own business. Can't let I'm a short nigga, couldn't let niggas punk me all day, so I had to have a lot of fights. You know, shit, watch babies walk on their hands all the goddamn time, flipping off roofs and shit, so I was super athletic. You know, it betrays me now, but nigga, everybody ran around huff. You know what I'm saying? I'm no different. I'm just like everybody else. I'm not unique in that sense. Right. And you know, and just sticking to the script. Yeah, so I mean, when I get on a gangster rapper record, I'm gonna bar out the same way I bar out on a backpack record and pretty much say the same shit. So how do you feel And I don't know, you hating on nobody, but how do you feel knowing that, the real deal with hip hop, West Coast hip hop? You know what I mean? How do you feel about that?
Honestly, it takes a lot more energy to be anti something than it is to just be pro whatever. So I'm not like anti bitch nigga.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm just pro real nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any particular feelings about what the next man do. Jay-Z kind of coined a great phrase, what you eat don't make me shit. So I have to focus on what I'm doing. I really enjoy this culture. Somebody had asked me a question. They were from Europe on the gram, and I wrote him back, and instead of writing like a short answer, I actually wrote a really well thought out answer to the dude. And what I explained to him was, he was like, if America's mistreating black people, he wasn't trying to be rude. He's like, why don't y'all leave? And then I had to explain, like, my people, Benjamin Banneker designed the city of Washington, D.C. A black man did that. Then my people bled building it. And then, and then after they tried to eradicate us, I also went on to say my people were the priesthood of the Mayans. We rode currents for tens of thousands of years from the west coast of Africa to Florida, trading and marrying back and forth. The Californians, the state we in right now, my nigga, all native black African tribes. So I was like, I ain't going no fucking where. I am home.
Indeed.
I'm not going nowhere. And so, it's that kind of pride that hip hop created, like the shit that my people been through created this hip hop shit that I fell in love with and gave me a job.
Right. And
gave me these experiences, and I got to meet Tupac, and I got to meet Big Pun, and you know what I'm saying, and Big L and DJ Premier and Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg, and like this crazy ass, this crazy journey, man, from being a fan to being a part of this culture, and you're always a part, but to actually actively have a voice in it. I will leave a mark in it when it's all said and done.
Or you have?
I have already, but motherfuckers try to play dumb like I'm not the best nigga or one of the top best niggas. So I'm gonna have the gun. I'm still here to burn niggas down for that.
Well, let's speak on that.
Yeah.
That way I'm gonna let you speak. Say what you need to say. You birthed the style, correct? Am I correct with that? You birthed the style that you have, correct?
I'm an amalgamation. We all are but I sound like me. I never rap like anybody else.
All right. So
other niggas rap like me.
So you birthed the style, correct?
Other niggas took parts of me. Yes.
There we go. Can we get like kind of a little bit of a list? Just so that people can kind of understand.
I will say this because it's his admission.
Yes, sir.
One of the nicest things Royce 5'9" will always say is, hey man, and M is older than me, but one of the nicest things he'll still say to this day is, hey man, Solo Nights came out, me and him bought it and rapped like Razzcast for a year. That I've influenced some of the greats. KRS-One was just on with Fat Joe, like people that influenced me, and he there's very few and only one on the West, and he said me, and I was like, wow, like that's my hero. So I have influence, but still, motherfucker try to sweep me under the rug. I'm your favorite rapper's favorite rapper or your favorite rapper's worst nightmare, depending on if they see me as the threat. I just was writing a rhyme. I just said I'm better looking, my nastier bars, bigger cock. I dress better. I'm educated. And respected in the streets. Everything these niggas not.
I dig that.
So, yeah, I'd be scared of me too. I'd be trying to act like I don't exist. But I do, and that's the problem. And I'm gonna fuck niggas off bar or bar until God take the breath out of my lungs. Niggas will respect the bars. Fuck that West Coast shit. I ain't the best on the West, nigga. I'm one of the best rappers ever, period.
Indeed.
Ever.
I see you.
Cause my pen, and I care.
Yes, sir.
And I care, and I got something to prove. And when you name these other rap niggas, you know, no disrespect to Kendrick or Eminem or Jay-Z or Nas or whatever, because I'm a fan of them also. But any nigga that go play a two-man sport and want to come in second is an idiot. I don't play that kind of game. I play for first, period. So everybody, I feel like I'm better than them, period. That's just what it is. You're supposed to think that. But I really feel like I can back it up. I feel like I could beat any rapper, period. Bar for bar, lyric for lyric, you put us in there and write, I'll gun your favorite rapper. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's
no ego. It's just real confidence.
Nah, that's coming from the West Coast. You got a project getting ready to come.
Yeah, so once again, this culture of ours, you know, they took the school programs, they took the music programs out of the schools, and so the inner city, you know, we didn't have that. One day, you know, Kool Herc's sister bought him 2 turntables or something to that effect, or a mixer. I forgot what it was. Yeah. So shouts out to Kool Herc's sister for one. We give him a lot of credit, but his big sister really was the mother of the, you know, of the art form. Mm-hmm. Bought her little brother turntable, and he decided to keep playing one part on both records and basically created the loop, the break.
Right. The
loop then creates the MC and changed the fucking world.
Yes, it did.
And so I say all that to say this. My next project is called I Ain't Clearing Shit. So I just wanted to take, you know, because a lot of the more famous artists, well, let me backtrack. So what that does is EPMD, Chuck, Public Enemy, Ice Cube, everything we ever heard, I'm Your Pusher, Ice-T, everything was records. Niggas was taking, but it wasn't no laws about sampling back then. So niggas could take whatever. You could dream the impossible dream and loop it and kill it. MC8, DJ Quick, like everybody looped all our favorite records in rap. Shit was straight loops. I mean records, we was taking records. Smooth Operator, whatever, we can go. I'm not play, I just crush a lot, fucking whatever. Brother's Got a Baby. I'm gonna keep going. But niggas lost that essence because they became overly businessmen.
Right.
So now everybody wants to replay shit. The trap shit, they trained your ear to want to just hear like this redundant shit that sounds the same. Like sometimes I can't tell which, like there's no variety in rap. And the other part is that, you know, some of our more successful artists are being businessmen and they don't want to clear samples, but it's like, bro, you know, sometimes the music suffers because you're being too strategic as a businessman. So I just wanted to bring it back to the essence of the culture. I can't clear these motherfucking records that I'm sampling, but fuck it. I'm still, that don't mean they ain't a dope sample and we can't enjoy making some dope shit out of it. So I just made it. The odds are, you know, it ain't going on iTunes because I can't sell it, but I don't give a fuck. I just wanted to make some dope shit with some of these loops. I'm just on my own shit, man. And then
that's dope though.
Yeah, man. We crushed a couple of joints, man. Like, I can't wait to see what people think when they hear it.
All right.
You know, I got, you know, some A-list producers on it, and some amazing A-list features, like, you know, the homies up.
Right.
When I ask people, you know, 9 times out of 10, you know, my peers are like, of course, I got you. And I'm like, you know, I'm blessed that I may not be, you know, superstar famous, you know, Chris Brown, whatever, but, you know, I get the RZA gives a fuck about me. You know what I mean? So I'm cool with that, you know. I don't have the fans or the, you know, the numbers and the likes and all that shit, but, you know, that can change with one record or one situation. So I don't really concern myself with that. I'm not even verified on Instagram. I don't give a fuck. Nah, I got 85,000 people. This niggas with like 5,000 with a blue stamp. I tried to send this shit in once, and there's like, but we need to confirm. I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck you, Instagram. Really? I'm not me, nigga. But what do I need to do? I'm like, you know what? I was verified, but my mother loves me, my nigga. Fuck you and your blue check.
I ain't mad at you, player. I ain't mad at you. So, Dig, before when is it dropping?
So the first single is called 5 Mics. Play on words with
yeah.
the Source 5 mics, but it's actually MIKES.
All right.
So the different mics.
Yeah.
Jordan,
yeah,
Jackson.
Yeah.
But there's 5 of them. Check that record out. That video will be dropping very soon.
All right, y'all make sure that y'all go ahead and y'all check for that.
I ain't clearing shit.
So until the next time, what's the get down?
What's the get down?
I'm on that brainwash, full rollout, anonymous, underplay the overplay, strategic, I promise. More dope brings more Negroes, watch them heroes, pro lethal, dream killers feast on people, Nubius in need, mine on the hunt, Paul Bear, sharp fluid gates and piston bumps, no excuses, that's a sin, back to the begin, muscle memory, pseudo respect and revenge, plays blindfolded, a bucket list with interest, forgiveness, the shadows and mirrors who handle business, legacy, all grind, no guest list, land in jurisdiction, make your bread prejudice for the purists and the tourists. Q sticky for ghetto jurors. Swing high, swing low. You forgot that we do this. Bank selection, smooth DR vibe. Underground icon. You